Hello, and welcome to a short presentation on Tunbridge and Morning Borough Council's new local plan, The Way Forward. This is the first stage of public consultation on the plan, which concludes at 5 p.m. on Friday the 25th of November 2016. What is the local plan about? The plan is about the future of Tunbridge and Morning and what kind of place you would like it to be in the year 2031. What kind of issues does it need to tackle? A key issue is homes. This includes homes for the young trying to access the housing market for the first time, homes for the elderly addressing their specific needs, and family homes. The plan also needs to address economic issues, including opportunities for generating jobs for local people. The plan must also consider the need to protect valued heritage assets such as listed buildings and natural assets, including the areas of outstanding natural beauty. What is the desired outcome? The Council, working with local communities, wants to achieve a bright future where people continue to have a desire and ability to live in the borough because it is a great place to be. What specific challenges does the evidence present? Homes are increasingly expensive, with properties at the lower end of the market over 12 times the earnings of young people trying to access the housing market for the first time. The evidence points to an objectively assessed need for housing of 696 homes per year for the period of the plan, that is 2011 to 2031. This equates to just under 14,000 new homes over the 20-year plan period. In terms of employment land, there is a shortfall of up to 33 hectares of industrial space that needs to be addressed. In addition, there are a variety of international, national and locally important wildlife habitats with significant biodiversity value that need protection. What could happen if the Council does not move forward and prepare a new up-to-date plan? There are many risks. If supply does not attempt to keep up with need, housing prices are likely to accelerate upwards. This could freeze out even more local people from the housing market, forcing them to look elsewhere to set up home. Not having a plan-led system could create uncertainty about where development will take place, and uncertainty over the long-term protection of treasured natural and heritage assets. There is also the increased chance of many important decisions about development being made at appeal by inspectors with no local connection who are not representative of local communities. How has the Council gone about working out a potential strategy for the local plan? The starting point needs to be strong, robust foundations that reflect government expectations and good planning practice. If we have strong foundations, we can build a robust strategy to meet identified needs. We believe there are 3 key building blocks. Building Block A. This is about making the most of brownfield land within existing built-up areas to meet future needs. We should look here first. Building Block B. This is comprised of those areas safeguarded in the existing development plan, the local development framework, specifically to meet the longer-term needs of communities. Finally, Building Block C, which is focused on opportunities within the confines of built-up areas at low risk of flooding. In combination, will these building blocks generate enough development opportunities to fully address the identified needs? Whilst they are a good starting point, they will only generate enough opportunities to meet approximately 1/3 of the net need for new housing. What does this mean? Well, in order to address the assessed needs, opportunities beyond existing settlements need to be considered. So, how do we guide where development should take place? The Council has devised a set of guiding principles to inform and shape a potential strategy for the plan. These include considering opportunities adjacent to a range of settlements, big and small, across the borough, looking at land close to transport hubs, including railway stations and other public transport interchanges, with a view of making the most of existing infrastructure. In addition, the Council has considered the need for a range of sites to help address housing need, in the short, medium and long term. What could a potential strategy look like? Taking account of the building blocks, guiding principles and government policies, the Council has proposed that the following key components could make up a potential strategy for the local plan. There are opportunities on the east bank of the River Medway near Eccles and at Aylesford Quarry. The site near Eccles would bring forward the area of opportunity identified in the existing development plan, although it would be a significant refinement. A second key component involves potential sites south of Aylesford and Ditton. There is an opportunity here to consider a strategic approach that could provide longer-term solutions to transport challenges in the vicinity. Another component is land on part of Broadwater Farm, which provides an opportunity to plan a further phase of the successful development at Kings Hill. Any expansion here must be proportionate and carefully consider the impact on the wider rural area and existing settlements. There is the opportunity to consider some development north of Borough Green and Platt, which could bring about investment in and around the villages for the benefit of existing as well as new residents. At Tunbridge, the opportunities are constrained, not least by areas at high risk of flooding, but there is scope to consider some limited expansion southwest, northwest and east of the town to help meet housing and employment needs in this part of the borough. Finally, a key component of the potential strategy involves addressing needs in and around the smaller communities in the borough, including Hadlow and East Peckham, with the emphasis on a proportionate level of development. What other matters does the local plan need to address? It is important to appreciate that the plan is not just about where new homes need to go. There are other matters, including what should the future be for Tunbridge Town Centre? Should a more flexible approach be adopted to allow the town to respond to future market changes and opportunities, for example? What should the Greenbelt boundaries be? The government expects local plans to look at existing boundaries, but only change them if there are exceptional circumstances. The Council has tested the robustness of existing boundaries against the government's objectives and considers that an extension of the Greenbelt east of West Malling is reasonable and justified. We are interested in hearing your thoughts on these and other matters. How should development be managed? When development takes place, the Council believes it should do so in a way that results in a quality living experience for new and existing residents. There are many features which can contribute to a quality living experience. These include providing affordable housing. This is housing for people who cannot compete on the open market and includes affordable and social rent. Publicly accessible open spaces for people's enjoyment and well-being. Parking standards for new homes. The density of new developments. The size of rooms in new homes. The accessibility of new developments by people with a range of abilities. And finally, the water efficiency of homes. The Council needs to be mindful of the impacts of these on the viability of developments and needs to understand which features are important to you locally. The Council is keen to hear your views on the local plan, and there are many ways you can take part. More details about the consultation, including the documents available for comment, are available from the Council's website, which is www.tmbc.gov.uk/local plan consult. There are a variety of ways that you can express your responses to the way forward. These include online by completing the questionnaire survey, by email to localplan@tmbc.gov.uk, and in writing to the Planning Policy Manager at Tunbridge and Malling Borough Council, Gibson Building, Gibson Drive, Kings Hill, ME19 4LZ. The deadline for comments is 5 p.m. on Friday the 25th of November. We hope you take part in this consultation. Your views are important to the Council. Thank you.